I've been researching and listening to Prince for 40 years now. Since I was 13, I saw Purple Rain, fell in love. I was like Rose on the Titanic. I was never letting go. And I've had all kinds of paranormal things happen to me in my life over the last 4 years. I can hear internally, like telepathy style, from the creator. He is the one that we've known as Prince. I've showed you on so many videos how he can transform into anything he wants. Obviously, he's the creator, and I call them sky people, the people that I met in the afterlife. So, because he is that generation of that sky person, that's why the Pope intends on referring to him and calling him the Antichrist of the New Testament. That's what he told me in the afterlife. No jokes. I kid you not. I was going to make a video today and upload it, but then I went on TikTok to do something to make the video and saw that I was banned, and it just pushed me even more to come here and talk. Again, 40 years listening to the music. When I stood in the afterlife, July 20th, 2010, everybody says, oh, but Prince wasn't dead yet. The media, he died April 28th. When I stood in the afterlife, July 20th, 2010, everybody says, oh, but Prince wasn't dead yet. The media, he died April 21st, 2016. Well, I died July 20th, 2010. And when I got there, I've told you before, the first person I met was Prince, and then he disappeared. And then I walked through various space places. I passed tests in the afterlife. I climbed and ascended levels. I meditated. I prayed. The gatekeepers that were there, they told me it wasn't my time to be there dead and that I had to come back to Earth. And basically, I had overdosed and I was gone for, I've been told, like 10 minutes. My lips, eyelids, fingers, they were all blue all the way down. I was like dead. One of my daughters was trying to give me CPR and the air was just coming right back out. Being gone without air for almost 10 minutes is a pretty big deal. So all of these things happened to me while I was there, and it was holographic. It was told to me and shown to me how, because the creator made us and he lives in each and every one of us, chalak eloka mima'al, a portion of heaven, the creator, that's Hebrew, he gave us our holy eternal soul. This physical world that we live in here opposes that holy soul, and it makes you want to cling to the physicality, the ego, the id, the narcissistic, sexual, deviant behavior. And so I was shown the difference between the physicality and the spirituality, and I was shown my soul purpose. I was shown my holy life books. They were in Hebrew. We actually spoke in Hebrew. And we fought, and he showed me how our world is like super duper dark, and throughout the generations has been very black. It's been blackened. Like if you study the tree of life in Kabbalah and you look at the top down, I explained this in one of my writings. We're each individually like these Vitruvian men and women creating this energy that the creator can abide in. We have our pineal gland, third eye awareness of the creator as well. The pineal gland, that's why Prince and Third Eye Girl, that's why they said third eye girl, because your pineal gland is, referred to as your third eye. So basically on July 20th, 2010, when I met him there, he was just a soul. He explained to me that my soul purpose was met in with his soul purpose, and that come spring of 2020, I was going to remember my life after death situation. And I said, well, I don't want to go back. I just met you. You're just telling me all this now. Why do I have to go back? And he said, you have to go back because you're the only one that will be able to tell this story to the masses. So I don't like that word. I can't believe I just used it. Remove the M. What do you have? But anyway, I love all people, and I'm trying to save as many holy souls as I can, which is why I have this really cool video to put together today about transhumanism, which again is what I was doing when I got banned from TikTok. Sad. You can see over here, I have my whiteboard and all my notes getting ready to go. And you guys also, let me show you. This is my board. These are all books that I started filling in 2020. There's love letters to the creator. There's my Bible that I've had since 1999, all my studies. When the Creator started reminding me of all of these things in 2020, and He gave me back my life after death memory, we were all in COVID lockdown in the spring of 2020, and I was ending a very bad relationship. So I was in my gigantic room most of the time, and it was raining. It was very gray. It was very dark. I started playing the keyboard. I started reading and studying Hebrew and Kabbalah and these things, and they were just being told to me. I didn't necessarily look for them. So when I realized that it was the Creator, the one we all know, love, and saw as Prince Rogers Nelson, talking to me, I even wrote it down one day. I said, well, he said to me, don't you remember it was me that you met there? And I wrote it down. Trump 2024. That's funny, you guys. I don't even vote. Never have, never will. I'm 53 years old. And the reason that I've never voted is because my philosophy, even before my life after death experience, or I knew anything about, Prince as God and stuff, I felt like this, that I would never want to go to vote for another human being. To me, that was always like saying, well, I believe in Trump, or I believe in Kamala, whose initials are the same as Amalek. Amalek and Kamala, it's the same thing. Same soul, different name, just like in the song Mr. Man. Ain't no sense in voting, same soul with a different name. Dear Mr. Man. That's Amalek. Our world is so dark right now that the others, the ones that would see Prince not alive, Prince, the Creator, he took the da'at and the wisdom out of their lives. That's why you see Kamala out there like a stuttering fool, like she's drunk, because she has no wisdom. She doesn't know what she's saying, even if they're piping it in through an earpiece. And if you're relying on the Trump card, they're all wearing skin suits. They're all the same. No politician is going to save you. And like I was saying, to me, voting was always like going to cast my ballot for some human being instead of Hashem, instead of the Creator. Oh, I believe Trump is going to save me and my son's future. An old friend of mine told me, well, you should vote for Trump because he supports biracial people. You have a biracial son. You should care. No, I don't care, because I trust Hashem. I have emunah. I have all the faith that I need, and it grows every day. Baruch Hashem. I'm so happy and grateful for that. But anyway, Prince's lyrics taught about all these things. So when I met him in the afterlife, I wasn't that surprised that he told me that we shared a soul and that I had to come back to this fleshly, physical place to fulfill part of his contract that he could not fulfill because his physical vessel, on July 20th, 2010, when I met him, his physical vessel was failing. And I've talked about it on other videos that he said that he was infected with AIDS, and his physical vessel, the way I remember it, needed time to rejuvenate. Because we're all reincarnated and we're all made of this godly electricity, he told me and showed me how he'd been used and abused throughout time. Like, think about Frankenstein. Think about how they electrocute this being into being. It's kind of like that. There's